on the home of the Woody Show.
You go.
Pulse 98.7.
All in or all out.
LA's new alternative.
It's a little weird. This is the Woody Show.
And we begin another new hour of insensitivity training for a politically correct world. It's Thursday morning. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th
Yes. 2023. Today's also a World Password Day, which I have some more on that. We brought that up when we went through the holidays. And I just encountered this yesterday, so I'll fill you in a bit.
All right.
That's Ravy.
Hello.
There's Gregory.
Hi.
Menace is here.
What is up, Woody?
Seabass, who hates May the 4th, so please continue to send your texts on over.
Yep.
Wishing Seabass
Yes.
happy May the 4th.
Can't get enough.
Sammy Marino's here.
Good morning.
We got Mort, we got Caroline there in the Woody Show production department. Morgan is here. Vaughn is our video producer, and you have a chance to be a part of the show today as well. Topic contest, whatever you'd like to be a part of or run your mouth on. Feel free, 877-44-WOODY. Call in, it's the best way to do it. 877-44-WOODY. You can also hit us up with a text over to 22987. We'll get into some of the trending news headlines this morning. There's lots to talk about there.
Right.
Brand new redneck news that we're going to have for you here in just a few minutes. And this World Password Day. So Google is retiring passwords.
Really?
Yeah, they're rolling out passkey support for Google accounts, which uses things like facial recognition and fingerprints, stuff like that, to authenticate your logins instead of passwords, which would be great.
I think so.
Because, man, we were just talking about how, like, every website has a different criteria for how many characters. It's got to include this, one capital, one number of this.
Oh.
And then, God forbid you forget one.
Oh, yeah.
What a pain in the ass that is.
I forget all of them now. They used to be really good, but I reset the password every time.
Yeah, so I forgot what I was using yesterday. It said, would you like this for the Google Passkey? And I'm like, oh, sure.
Okay.
Right.
Because I told you, I've given up on just trying to remember them or doing it. So now, I used to hate or be very nervous about the phone saving the password or the computer saving the password. But now, it's like, whatever.
Oh, yeah, you say yes to that?
Yeah. I say yes to
I
all of
haven't
them.
done
Right.
that yet.
They have all my info anyways.
Right. I figured, like, the people who really want it's like, you're kidding yourself. You think that you're absolutely going to keep your car from being stolen or from anything else bad happening in your life. Like, you have very little control of it. I understand you could be, but the thing is, you could be hyper vigilant, and I understand that. But this is what these systems are built for. Like the iPhone or whatever, it'll save your, like, that's encrypted. The FBI couldn't get into the iPhone of the people that shot up San Bernardino years ago. So what makes me think that some rando is going to get, and we talking about public Wi-Fi, and you're logging in, like you're going to your whatever website to check on your account or on the airport Wi-Fi. I never used to use those.
Right.
Now it's just like, F it.
I know. It's like they know what I had for dinner last night.
Yeah.
Any super hacker can get into anything, so just.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. They really want it, they're gonna get it,
Right.
and so like, man, because it's such a hassle. Then there's we've sent a code to your phone. You enter that, change the password, and now can't use the same password that you've used over the past 40 years for anything.
Yeah.
Like I've run out of cutesy things to
Right,
use.
yeah,
The
exactly.
only thing that you can
Yeah.
really do to save yourself is just don't fall for phishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't click on links or whatever that you're not familiar with.
Yeah. If you get a random text message with a link or a link,
Yeah, lately I've been getting this text constantly, like probably 5 times a day. Your friend put you in a Snapchat video. Click here to look at it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Really?
really?
That's, you know.
I haven't gotten
I
that.
get those 5 times a
Oh.
day.
Yeah. I mean, even still now, anything that comes in the mail that has name and address on it, we shred.
Right.
Everything. Now, if it's just one of those mailers that goes to every house and it just has no names, says resident of,
Right.
you know, current resident of, and the address, whatever. But anything with our name on it, we shred. I'm wondering why we do that.
Even if it's an ad of some sort?
Yeah, anything with our name and address. Like, you know, if they said, like, oh, hey, AAA says you can save money on your auto insurance.
Shred it.
Yeah, I shred that. Obviously, bank stuff or
Bank stuff.
investment statements or
Credit
that,
card offers.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. But yeah, they're saying this is the beginning of the end for passwords. And it's just to simplify things. They say, you know, use your face or a fingerprint or a pen, things like that.
Butt cheek.
Text your phone
Yeah.
for the code.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
Which
that.
I like that.
I like
Yeah.
that.
That's because then, yeah. There's
Like
good.
everything I have is double factor.
Right.
Authentication.
Yeah. I like that.
I like that.
Yeah. I like that.
I get worried still, but mainly just about the banking stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm the same mentality.
Well, that's the reason I use credit cards, like actual
Yeah.
credit cards. Like I use American Express and my Wells Fargo Visa for everything.
Yeah.
Right? And I got the Wells Fargo Visa because the rewards program at the time was great. God knows I don't use the points. And I always forget about it, you know?
Just accumulate.
Just accumulate. And then, but the thing is, the fraud protection on those. So,
Right.
because I had it, and when I started doing that, it was because I used to use my debit card for everything.
Right.
You know? And then after a couple times of, all of a sudden these charges start showing up and having to dispute that with the bank. In the meantime, at least when this is going on, at that time, this is years ago now, but they wouldn't put the money back into your account until they figured out what was going on. So you're out that money. I'm like, why am I doing something that's directly talking about checking, whereas like American Express or Visa or whatever, they just go, oh,
Here you go. Yeah.
yeah, we're going to look into it. We're going to send you a form. You got to sign it. Send a new card or whatever. But in the meantime, I'm not out my cash, which at the time, I didn't have any
You
extra
needed
cash.
that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're buying stuff at GameStop in Chicago where I was not living. They were getting there was like 5 weaves that were purchased.
Oh,
at,
damn.
like
So
some
many
like
weaves.
some hair spot. I'm like clearly not mine.
Did you get a good one?
Huh?
Just kidding.
I don't know. Yeah, because they investigated. Yeah, we pulled the receipt. You didn't buy 5, and then I forget what they were.
Right.
I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Like,
Right.
they're weaves. I'm like, no, anybody know weaves?
Yeah. I had one where somebody bought a jet ski in
Wow.
Nashville or something like that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's a big
No,
purchase.
I can't prove I wasn't there. I don't have a jet ski. I wish I did.
That's a lengthy purchase too that they have to go through. You can't just like
Yeah.
instantly buy a jet ski.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, within reason at this point, I'm trying to be
You're just letting it save on
smart.
the computer.
Yeah, but again, these things are. I think that's smarter than just having a file, or like some people just keep it written in a notebook. Their passwords for all the different things. That's just right. There's no encryption.
Yeah.
No nothing. It's just boom. There it is.
That's
you
true.
have the notes section of your phone. At least put it in the password section.
I think it
Which
doesn't
is
automatically just go there. Mine
What's that?
does. If I go to my phone and then I have to use my Face ID, go into that subcategory called passwords, and then
Right.
they're all there. I didn't even put them there. They just
Well, no,
remembered
you
it.
did because you had to hit like save password. So
Oh,
like
okay.
you went to go log in the first time
Okay.
on whatever the website the account was.
So you agreed.
The prompt will come up and say, yeah. The longest time was like, nope,
Yeah.
I'm being safe.
I've actually been meaning to write them down, but I guess I shouldn't.
Don't. I mean, like,
Yeah, it's
again, why not
stupid.
just trust the computer at that
Yeah.
point? You're writing it down, it's
Yeah.
just open.
Right.
It's a
Computer.
I was doing the same thing, but I was like, I'll stick it in mine.
Oh, I'll keep a notebook with everything.
Yeah, and this composition, like, oh. Kind of like how Greg,
In a ledger.
of Throwback Thursday, Greg used to transcribe or like he would take notes on all the different Brady Bunch episodes.
I know.
And so like he had all these composition notebooks just filled with, well, on today's episode, Marcia,
Right.
you know, whatever.
Got hit in the face with
Meanwhile, Bobby got a parakeet.
Yeah.
Overcome his fear of heights.
It was just like some weird thing that he did. It was for no particular purpose. Like I didn't have like an end game with it, right? It was like
I was a soothsayer for streaming
Alright.
because I would summarize them
Yeah. Like a complete psychopath.
like a total psycho.
It's just a very specific journal.
Yeah, just for the Brady Bunch. Weird.
877-44 Woody. Hit us up with a text over to 2297. We got a brand new redneck news here for you.
The Woody Show. If you own more camouflage shirts than collar ones, we gonna hear about your ass on Redneck News for sure.
And today's redneck news is from Edgewood, Texas, where according to the police, this gross chick named Brandy Ackerman, who looks like Chris Farley after a bender.
All right.
Is that in the police report?
Look at that. It should be.
That's the report.
Look at that.
She looks.
Tell me how.
Life has been hard.
Yeah, I care.
Good lunch, lady.
Life has been tough.
Anyway, she walked into a grocery store, walked up to an employee, pulled a knife out of her jacket, and demanded that the clerks open the cash register. But the clerk's like, nah, not dog.
I think I can take you.
So now, I mean, what do you do in that situation? What do you do?
Thanks anyway.
Well, that's that's exactly what happened. Brandy put the knife back in her jacket and said, quote, "Oh, I was just kidding anyway."
That's funny.
And then went to go do her grocery shopping.
Just
To the point where she picked up some things, checked out, paid for them,
Bye.
All
and
right.
then left. Like nothing happened. So the cops that were called by the time they arrived, she was gone. They were quickly able to figure out who she was, and then they arrested her. They took her to the Van Zant County Jail, where she took that beautiful mugshot that I just showed you.
That's nice.
And she was charged with aggravated robbery. At least I'm assuming this is a she. Can't really tell.
I mean, it's not 100%.
Yeah, not 100%.
Yeah.
But that's from Edgewood, Texas. That is Brandy Ackerman, who pulled a knife and tried to rob a grocery store, failed, claimed just pranking, and then went right back to shopping.
That's a good prank.
Yeah.
Pull a knife on someone.
And that is today's Redneck. We're going to take a quick break. Trending news headlines coming up for you next here on The Woody Show.
Fun fact, every time you take a break, Woody powers down like an animatronic. Oh, and there